I have people tell me all the time that they can't find items to source. They can't source all year round. Well, here's your solution. There's a brand new marketplace that you can now source online, and you guys need to hear about it. Welcome to Flipping and Punching, and today we're gonna pull some eBay orders. eBay has been slow the last 48 hours. We sold, I think, 7 or 8 items, so we'll pull those. But we are cross-listing, so our cross-listing has been paying off. We sold, I think we sold one on Whatnot Marketplace, and I think we have 2 or 3 sales on Macari, which is great. And then we started selling on a brand new platform, and within the first 48 hours of that platform being available for people to start buying stuff on, we've already sold 2 items on there. So we'll talk a little bit more about that, but it's a great opportunity, especially people that tell me they have a hard time sourcing, or the weather's an issue, or where they live. So it could be a good opportunity for a lot of you guys. And not to mention, Operation CSO is back in session, and we are starting to start our clear out again. So I'm starting to make some changes. I'm gonna start blowing out some merchandise. I've been doing baby steps. I think it's time to rip off the Band-Aid and just go all in. And part of the reason for that is because of this new platform, what has happened, and the fact that I was able to move this merchandise pretty fast. So let's jump into that. Let's pull some orders and we'll talk more about that. You know what? Why make you guys wait? Let's just jump in and show you what I first sold. First thing I sold here was a lot of dress shirts. Now these are all designer dress, or these are all dress shirts, but like Vineyard Vine, I mean, that's a $15, $20 shirt. Thomas Dean, but the whole bag of them, about 8 shirts in there. These are shirts that, and I know you've all been there. You buy stuff at a garage sale, or maybe buy a lot of stuff, or buy stuff at a garage sale, and you list the good stuff. You make great profits from it, and then you have stuff left over that you're like, I'm not in the mood to list it. I don't want to list it. It's not fun for me to list, and just sits in your death pile. Well, these shirts is what's been sitting in my death pile. So I when it comes to clothing, I do have my mother-in-law help me do measurements in some listings. So I only list clothing if I can get at least $25 or more. That's my ultimate goal. There are some exceptions to that, but all these fell under that, so I didn't want to list them. It's not worth me listing those up, but they are great for someone else who has a different business model. For those who don't know, there's a new marketplace called Commons, and what that entails is it's on District. If you guys know, the Commonwealth Picker decided to create this marketplace. I think it's a brilliant idea, to be honest with you. Just don't tell him I said that. All right, I don't like to give him much credit. No, Ken's a good guy, but he's my buddy. So he created a marketplace for people to sell wholesale stuff to other resellers, and I think it's a great idea because there's a lot of times I come across stuff, I buy it because it's super cheap. I know I can make money on it, or maybe I buy it and then I realize later on I don't want to list it. I don't want fun with it, but I know it's so profitable. So this is a great way for people to move merchandise. Also, too, though, I think the other side of it is when your death pile is so big and you have an overabundance of merchandise, at that point in time, it's a sunk cost. Like, you're just wasting money paying for storage, or you're wasting money, that's just sitting there not being listed. And opportunity cost goes. So as I've been telling you guys, peace of mind goes a long way. And to help clear out merchandise, I've been trying to do this Operation CSO, keep it PG-13. We're clearing stuff out. And so I listed this lot up there. I put it up for $10 because I just want it gone. And it sold within 48 hours. So I get $10 plus shipping on that. I paid probably $1 a piece of those. I have less than $10 in that lot, but I don't care because I just wanted it gone. So for me, that helps me get a peace of mind, and someone got a great deal. So I'm able to help out another reseller, which I thought was great. But that wasn't the only one. I actually had another sale, so let me show you that one. I walk in the house, and this is what I find. Mr. Jack being a bad little boy. Excuse you. Hey, that's not your food. Why are you eating Willow's food? Hey, sir. It's not your food. Mr. Jack, because he has a kidney issue, has to have special food, but he never wants to eat his own food, only when he's like super hungry. So what he does is when Willow or Blue have food left over in the bowl, he goes and steals their food. It's always something here, let me tell you. Anyway, all right, let me show you the next thing we sold. All right, I sold this giant lot of CDs. Now, you got Soundgarden, you got Red Hot Chili Peppers, you got the Misfits, there's punk in here, there's rock, Anthrax, Bad Religion, Ministry, REM, there's Johnny Cash. Hello, can I help you? There's a lot of good CDs in here. Clutch. Can I help you? Why do you guys want to interrupt my videos all the time? All right, so it was 69 CDs. Now, if you guys saw one of my latest picking and punching videos, I picked up that giant lot of CDs at a yard sale for $30. Now, what I did was I took it, all the CDs are like 15 bucks or more in there. Listed those on eBay. And then the ones that were like little mini lots, you know, maybe get 3 CDs for 15, 20 bucks. I put those up. And then I get to the point where I was like, I'm gonna make good profit of these. I don't wanna do this anymore. So there's like, in there's probably 4 Chili Pepper CDs. There's 4 or 5 Soundgarden CDs and lots I could have put on eBay, but I just got tired of listing them. So what I ended up doing was, took a picture of the rest of the box. I put it on Commons for $49.99. There's 69 CDs, so it's less than $1 a CD. You can also send offers on there. Someone sent me an offer for 35 bucks. Well, you guys saw my video. I paid 30 bucks for all of them. Really? Really? Excuse you. Hello? Can you not do that for like... At least I'm not drinking water today, right? So let me try this one more time. So as you guys saw on my Picking and Punching channel, I bought those giant lot of CDs for 30 bucks. I ended up listing about 30 or 40, I ended up probably listing about 30 CDs on eBay for hundreds of dollars. And I had the rest of these CDs that didn't really meet my criteria when I list for, but they're still valuable. There's a lot of CDs in there that are going to be 7, 8, 9 bucks, 10 bucks a piece. Decided to put up for Commons. Hopefully I can help another reseller out. Want to at least get my money back for what I paid for the giant lot. Put it up there for $49.99. It was 69 CDs. Someone sent me an offer for 35 bucks. So I accepted. So I got 35 bucks plus shipping. That now pays for everything I got at that garage sale. And then the rest of the CDs that I have on eBay are going to be pure profit. So it's working out well, but highly recommend you guys check it out. It is called Common. It's on district.net, and the marketplace is called Commons. And I honestly think it's a great idea because there's a lot of sellers out there. There's a lot of resellers out there like myself that comes across an overabundance of merchandise. And part of the reason is because where I live, I do live in Florida, so I can source all year round. Number 2 is I have a ton of contacts that contact me. People contact me weekly about trying to buy merchandise, or they want to sell off a collection. Or I can't handle it all. So if I know that I can buy these, still make a little profit and pass it on to someone else and they can make money, why not? So I'm probably gonna be, since these two sold so fast, I plan on listing a bunch more on Commons. So guys, go check it out. I don't have anything up there right now, but there's probably over 100 plus other items in there, and you guys can find items to resell. And I think it's huge for those resellers that are stuck at home or live in an area that they don't have the great sourcing opportunities. But definitely check that out. This is unreal. Like, I literally just walked back in the house in the garage, and this is what I find. He's now in Blues Bowl, trying to eat Blues Bowl. My last picking video, I picked up all that makeup. Wasn't sure if I made a good deal or not on it. Oh my God. All right, we'll talk a little bit more about the Commons here, about wholesaling here in a second, but let's pull a couple eBay orders. First thing we sold was a pair of Asics shoes. These are brand new in the box. Super cool looking, let me tell you. These are beautiful looking shoes. Had them listed for, actually I think originally I had them listed for like $39.99. They didn't sell, so I dropped the price to $29.99. Sent out an offer for $24.99 and the buyer accepted. It was actually a viewer of the channel, so Becky, I do appreciate you buying that. So she paid 25 bucks plus shipping for those shoes. All right, next lot we sold was actually sold on Whatnot. This is on the Whatnot marketplace. This is a stack of comic books. This is Cloak and Dagger. This is the mini series from, this is Cloak and Dagger from 1985 and 86. Some of these are newsstands, so they do bring a premium, but they try to do Marvel tried to do a show before Disney Plus for Cloak and Dagger and didn't really work out well. So you probably guys won't see that character around in a very long time, but had these listed up there. I think it's like maybe 12 books, something like that. Got $19.99 plus shipping. One of the good things, I was able to sell those because I've been cross-listing with Vendoo, which has been working out great for me. But speaking about Whatnot, in my latest picking video, you guys saw me go out and picked up all that makeup, and I thought maybe possibly I made a mistake. When I got home, I realized that there's a lot of profit there, but it doesn't excite me. It's not fun. You know, I find it more tedious than anything. I separate everything, take photos. So what I decided to do is just try to put some in lots. I ran a Whatnot last night and ended up selling some of the makeup. We did sell some of it, but I'm putting it in big lots of just like, you know, maybe like this go for like 10 bucks. But anyway, we sold a lot of these, I think for maybe like 7 or 10 bucks. We sold some, a whole thing of lipstick, but so in August, I'm going to be bringing more Whatnots, and I'm starting to make mini lots, and these will be in my next upcoming Whatnot. So if you guys want lots of makeup, feel free to bookmark my Whatnot shows. Speaking of Whatnot, that's one of the big changes I'm making here in August. I plan on doing at least 2, possibly up to 4 Whatnots a week. And we need to kick in Operation CSO. I need to clear stuff out. I'm running into an issue where I do have a storage unit where I do store some merchandise in, and they raise my rent again. So be careful if you guys ever get a storage unit. If you get one of those big corporate ones at a corporate center, they will raise your rent like every 3 to 6 months. It is a pain in the butt because they know that you're not going to leave. So I'm thinking about just really trying to blow out some merchandise to either move facilities or really downsize to get rid of my storage unit. So I don't know. I got a lot of thinking to do on that. I just get so much merchandise. So I would like to just have my merchandise in my garage, to be honest with you, and then list it from my garage to my shelves. That's the ultimate goal, but it's going to take me a long time to do that. So as you guys know, you saw my mess out there. There's certain sales you guys get sometimes that just make you really happy because there's certain sales you get for one reason or another that make you really happy. Well, this is one of them. When I went to a yard sale, I came across this giant Spider-Man comforter, and the guy told me it's from Pottery Barn. I know Pottery Barn has some higher end items, and you can tell by picking up this blanket, like the quality is really, really good. This is from the Pottery Barn. It's a Spider-Man giant blanket for the bed comforter, and it comes with like a pillowcase. And they only wanted $5 for it. So I picked it up thinking that maybe I'll get 30, 40 bucks for it. This is unreal today. Oh, you drop it when I walk over here. Why do you drop it when I walk over here? Huh? Is there a reason why you're not going to play with it now? Because I'm here? Is that what? The reason why this makes me so happy here is because there was no comps for the... I swear, this is just like a mean joke someone's playing on me. I want to look around my house, make sure my wife didn't like plant cameras around. I honestly feel like I'm on MTV Punk'd right now. These guys are the worst. Like, all right. So the reason why I was so happy with this sale, they only wanted $5 for it. There wasn't really any comps at the time when I looked it up, so I just had a gut feeling that it was going to be worth, that had some value to it. But I was thinking I was going to get like 30, 40 bucks for it. I ended up using WorthPoint and looked online. Last one sold for like 135 bucks. So I listed it for 150, best offer. Someone reached out to me in Macari, asked if I'd take 75 bucks for it. I told him, you know what, I'll do 100 for it. And then they countered me and said, hey, would you take 90? And it's big, it's bulky, and it's one of the only offers I've gotten on it so far. I figured it's going to be a real slow seller, so I took the 90 bucks. So I got $90 plus shipping for that. So I turned 5 into 90. So great. All right, we had another Macari sale, so let's pull that. All right, this is Macari. This is a Fuggler. We sold this on Macari. I feel like ADH Dave would be so proud of me right now for selling a Fuggler. If you guys don't know, he was like obsessed with these there for a while. He's buying them. He has a bunch in his shelf in his garage there. But bought that at the flea market buyout at the Webster flea market. Guy was going out of business, and I ended up getting that for $5. And we sold that on Macari for $24.99 plus shipping. This next sale kind of scared me, and I'll explain why here in a second. But we sold a WC mother. So I've been interrupted by the dogs, by Mr. Jack, by Blue, by Willow. And then the UPS guy comes to the house. Like, I need to pick a better day to film it. I need to pick a better time of the day to film this. I need to film this first thing in the morning when everyone's sleeping. So anyway, as I'm standing here waiting for the UPS guy to finish doing what he's doing, I end up noticing that my garbage has not been picked up. So my garbage comes Monday and Thursday. And my garbage can has been sitting outside since Monday. So I don't know if my garbage company's on strike or what's going on, but I hope they come by and pick up my garbage today. This next sale kind of scared me, and I'll explain here why, but let me show you what it is. This is a WCW Kevin Sullivan figure, and this is from 1994. These are supposed to look like the LJNs, but they're smaller, not as good. We had that listed for $39.99. Buyer sent me an offer for $30, and I accepted. Now, the reason why it scared me though is because Kevin Sullivan's currently in the hospital, and I know he's having some medical problems, and I was afraid that maybe something happened to him. That's why it sold right away. Usually when wrestlers or athletes or celebrities pass away, people, maybe out of sight, out of mind, people then go and buy their merchandise. So I was scared because knowing his situation, that something possibly happened. It didn't, which is good, but. All right, next item that's sold is a Disney pin. Now here's the weird thing about these Disney pins. There's really no rhyme or reason. People like it, they're gonna buy it. So when you find these one-off pins and they haven't had any sales in a long time, you can put it up there and you just don't know if it's gonna sell right away. May not sell, but this is one of those pins which I know is old and vintage. I saw on WorthPoint that it had a sale a while back and figured I'd give it a try, and it sold. Mickey Mouse playing Frisbee. Had that listed for $24.99. Buyer sent me an offer for 18 bucks, and I accepted. So $18 plus shipping. You guys keep seeing me put Mr. Jack in the video. You know, Mr. Jack's best years are probably behind him, but he's in good health other than he has half his kidney function. The problem we have now is, you know, he's a Shih Tzu, so he does grow, his hair grows out all the time. So you have to get him shaved and stuff like that. But the groomers won't take Mr. Jack anymore because of his age, and then he gets like shaky when he's there and stuff like that, and he's getting like scared, and they're worried about his health because of his age. So now me and my wife have to figure out how to cut him. So she ended up buying this. It's almost like a Flowbee back in the day, where it has like clippers with like a vacuum on it. So we've been using them, and it doesn't seem to bother him. We just have to do it in sections. You know, we'll do it for like 5-10 minutes today, maybe 5-10 minutes tomorrow. But I will say, only thing I will say is it sucks when your pets get older and you start seeing them decline a little bit. It's depressing. But as you saw in this video, he's still a terrorizer. So as long as he's terrorizing, I guess I'm happy that he's still in good health. So here's a bolo for you guys right now. And once you guys see this video, get on it as soon as possible. There's a game for PS3, PS4, and for Xbox 360 called Borderland. If you guys don't know, they're dropping a new movie in August. So since there's a lot of hype around the movie, their games are starting to sell again. So if you guys have their games, list them right away. This next time I listed yesterday is already sold. This is Borderland 2. This game is brand new, sealed. This came from the yard sale pickup I just did. If you guys saw my video on Friday, listed for $18.99 and it sold for $18.99 plus shipping. Speaking about video games, we just sold another one. This came from that same pickup I just did. Batman Origins. If you guys don't know, this one sells for a premium. If you guys do find it, it's a 2-disc game. Had it listed for $24.99 and buyer bought it for $24.99 plus shipping. If you guys don't know, the Xbox 360 recently shut down their online server, meaning that you can no longer purchase any of these games on their online server or anything like that. So a lot of these games want bye-bye and you need to purchase the actual game. So Xbox 360 games are now going for a premium. So if you guys do have any Xbox 360 games you haven't listed yet on eBay, I would definitely look at the pricing on some of them. Some of the rare games have actually doubled in price since they shut down the server. So let's get back to this wholesale marketplace that the Combo Picker has started. I think it's a great idea. Now, it's not the first time someone's tried to start this. There was other reselling sites that you could once buy wholesale, but it wasn't done properly and it didn't have the right structure around it. I think by incorporating his YouTube channels and with the networking, the people that he knows, I think it has a great chance of being a success, especially if it's done right. He's literally putting a lot of time and effort into this, you know, especially for people that are maybe sick or can't leave their house, that still need to get inventory, or maybe are going on vacation. There's certain things that I love to sell, but I can't find them. What is also cool about this, a marketplace chat where you can go in there and let all the sellers in there, let them know what items you're looking for. I will tell you, when I put my items up there, I try to list them at anywhere from like 20 to 30% of what the going marketplace value of those items are. So that way when someone does buy it, they have plenty of room to make a profit on it. As you saw with my first 2 items I sold. So there's a golden opportunity here for a lot of people to find inventory that can't find inventory, or people that want to niche down in certain categories. This might be a good step. Like, for example, like if you want to become a CD expert, I went on there and I saw there's a bunch of CD lots on there. So if you want to focus on CDs and putting those together and doing lots, like that is probably a good place to go pick up CDs. Now I'm just using an example. There's plenty of other stuff on there. There's wholesale lots of shoes and clothing and hats. Just to name a few, but highly recommend you guys check it out. All right, next time we sold is actually a vintage Florida State shirt. This came from the recent yard sale pickup I did. You guys haven't seen the video yet. I had one of the biggest vintage scores I've ever had. I think this was in that lot. Florida State shirt. I like the collar on this. Had it listed for $34.99. Buyer sent me an offer and we sold for $24.99 plus shipping. One of my favorite things to do when I film these videos is getting eBay sales. I think that Florida State shirt just sold. And then I also just sold a jacket, which I think I probably underpriced it, but I'm still going to make a profit on it, and I'll explain why. But it allows me to give my customers the best service possible because it literally was bought today and it's going to be shipped out half an hour later. So, which is great customer service. All right, so this came from my private pick I did with all the designer boxes, and I only paid 20 bucks for it, but let me explain you why. So this is a designer jacket for the F1. It actually still has the tags in here too. Has the tags on it. Brand new. But this jacket normally sells for hundreds of dollars. Here's the back of it, what it looks like. But the problem is all right, so here's the problem. It has a little rip in it right here. The jacket's brand new. So what I think happened was they used a knife to open the box, and it actually pierced through they put it in too deep, and it actually pierced through the jacket. Has anyone else ever did that? Open a box and actually damage the items that you're opening because you used a knife or something to actually cut the stuff underneath? I do hear that happens every once in a while to people, but it's never happened to me, but I'm just curious. Is that has happened to anyone else? Didn't really know the price of this one because it does have a little hole in the side of it, so I priced it at $99.99 best offer. Buyer sent me an offer for 40 bucks, which I countered at $89.99. They sent me another offer at 50 bucks. And I was like, you know what? I'll give them one more chance. Send them an offer for $79.99. And they accepted. So I got 80 bucks plus shipping. I paid 20 bucks for it. I'm happy to see that go. I will normally sell winter jackets for a cheaper price in the summer because I know that jacket's probably going to sit around for another 2-3 months until it gets colder out before it probably sells. So I'd rather take a discount to get the money today than to wait to get a higher premium later on. I mentioned earlier about Operation CSO, how I'm trying to clear stuff out right now. And I got a little crazy and whatnot the other night. I did a Disney pin show and I got raided by Harry Tornado. So since I got raided by him, I was like, I just grabbed in all kind of like higher end items and I threw this up for sale. Threw this giant plaque, this giant frame pin set up. I think it retailed for $199.99. Threw it up and whatnot and it sold for 69 bucks. So came from a big pickup. I've already made my money back, so it's pure profit, and plus gets a big item out of my store. So the reason I bring that up here is you guys need to start checking out my whatnots coming in August. I am going to probably do 1 or 2 Disney shows. The rest are going to be merchandise from my facility, from my storage facility. And I'm going to blow stuff up cheap, super cheap. So hopefully you guys get some good deals, but I'm also going to be selling some of those lots, probably uncommons. Just try to blow out some of this merchandise. So I'm going to wrap up this video here. I got to package this up, get to the post office because my stepson is now trying out for the high school football team. I got to take him to weightlifting later on today. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure that you guys do like and subscribe. It really does help with this channel. Until next time, make sure you guys keep flipping and punching.